Have I ever told you when I get into something, I go in with both feet and get a little obsessive compulsive? Well, I did it again. Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I started building a golf course. And this is hole number 1. Now it was originally just gonna be a little bit of space for me to practice my chipping, because my chipping sucks. I'm not a very good golfer. I'm trying to get better, but I wanted a place just to practice some short shots. And I originally was just clearing this area up at the green there, somewhere to hit the ball up onto, and then it turned into a whole 30-yard fairway that I did. I tried to make it kind of the way a real links golf course would have been made, with a base layer of gravel, sand, and then a little bit of an organic 3-part type mix, and then the grass. But like I said, I wanted this quick, and I was dealing with some pretty difficult terrain, so it was mostly this kind of stuff I had, which is basically a little bit of peat moss, and then we're on granite, bedrock. So a real golf course is usually like, I think like the base layer of gravel is like 8 or 12 inches, and then the sand is like 6 or 8 inches, and then they have a little bit of the mix layer of organic and sand on the top. Well, I kind of cut everything in half or in thirds, and I have more like a 2-inch gravel, 1-inch sand, and then I had a real thin layer of 3-part mix, and then I just laid sod down on top. And I did the sod 2 reasons. 1, I wanted to get this going right away, and 2, I had a lot of imperfections and, you know, old tree stumps and stuff that would just be too much work to dig out. So by putting the sod down, it kind of gave me a nice blanket layer over top. I wanted a course immediately, like within weeks, and I started playing on this course a week after I started. So it was a lot of work for a week, but it's a lot of fun having your own little chip and putt. So it's exactly a year old. I did this a year ago, and it's been sitting all winter underneath the snow. There's been a lot of winter kill on the grass, so I have a lot of work to do to get this back up to snuff. And we have had an awful lot of rain lately, so the ground is quite saturated. So I've just started out here by doing some aeration. Now the aerator I used is awesome. It's a little manual aerator, but it works great. I'll probably put it up in the corner here and let you see how it works in action, because it's awesome. I use it even on like my regular grass at home, and that it's you know, just come outside in the morning and start aerating and have a little time walking around your yard. And I did start making hole number 2, and well, not that hole number 2. That's an old outhouse. Hole number 2 is just passed. And hole number 3, but I decided to abandon that because it's a lot of work. And maintaining the course, as you can see, I got a lot of work to do on hole number 1. And I didn't want this to consume me because, as you guys know, I got a lot of stuff going on. So I thoroughly enjoy it, but I don't want this to totally consume me. So this was going to be hole number 2, and maybe one day it will. Just back in front of me here is where the tee box was going to be. And it was going to be about a 45, 50-yard chip onto the green. I've cleared out a bunch of brush in here to try to open it up. I try to avoid cutting any live trees down. I don't want to lose any of my trees. This one is the only tree that I was gonna take down if I complete this hole. But here's where the green was gonna be, and I was gonna make a fairly large green and have kind of a practice putting green here. I was burning out some stumps that I cut, and had a little incident with a chainsaw while I was doing this. Be careful using a chainsaw. I had been chainsawing this plus some other fallen trees, so I had been chainsawing for 4 or 5 days straight, and I got a little complacent with the chainsaw, and it got away on me when I was trying to take a stump down to the ground. I hope you're not squeamish. But all is well. I didn't get anything too important. I did get down to the bone though. And the last hole was just going to be hole number 3. It was just going to be a 3-hole chip and putt, and it was going to be right down this aisle here, and that takes us back to the first hole tee box. Even having the 1 hole, it's a lot of fun. We use it quite a bit, and I keep a little selection of chipping clubs available. I keep a few dozen golf balls, and a lot of times when I'm out with friends, we do a closest to the pin. So I got all different colored golf balls. Everybody gets a colored golf ball, and we each hit maybe 6 balls up onto the green and see who's gonna drink. I had dug this spot out, and I was thinking it was going to be a water hazard or like a little fancy looking pond. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. Again, it's a lot of maintenance, and you know, you have mosquitoes breeding in it and stuff. So I may do it. I'm still thinking on the fence, or I'll just make it into a really nice garden with maybe some, you know, nice flowers. And beside the green here, I have a little sand trap that I might actually use this sand trap and turn it into part of the green, so we have a little bit bigger putting area. But I just wanted to make it look like a nice professional mini little golf course, and I still have to get some signs made and some distance markers and stuff like that. So what I'm working on here at the green, because I want this to be more of a puttable green, is I'm going to make it a little bit bigger eventually, because it's a little tight right now. But because of the way I built it on a lot of this organic, let's see, I'll get you down, this organic matter. Also because I use sod, so it's quite a thick layer of peat moss. So it's a little bit spongy. So I am aerating the heck out of it. And I will, once I aerate it all, I bring in some fine sand and I start sanding it. So I'm basically making tubes of sand right down to the bedrock. Helps for drainage and helps for aerating the lawn and the green. And I will be doing the bent grass seed on top. I did put bent grass last year, but it seems to have all died off. I'm kind of hoping I can just make the bent, like the regular grass that came with the sod should die off because of how short I'm cutting it. And hopefully the only grass that's going to survive is the bent grass, but I haven't had success. But one more time, bent grass seed is crazy expensive. But I'm going to give it another go this year and see if I can get more of a proper green happening. And yeah, after I do my manual aeration, you can see sometimes when I pick up the aerator, it pulls up a bit of the soil. So then I run my roller over it. So the roller, I can't remember the weight of it, but that roller is completely filled with water. So it's got a bit of weight to it, and it'll press it down and start compacting my green to firm it up a bit. So I'll do a few more videos throughout the summer on the care and maintenance of this small little pitch and putt. So if you're interested to see how it progresses, please take a moment to like and subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified when the new videos do come out.
I'll end it there for today. So we'll see you all next week. Take care. Bye-bye.